Hey everybody, I'm going to show you how to play Planetfall, my turn-based strategy game. The first thing you do in the game is to choose where to land. I like to begin in the corner. When you press enter, then you get your 4 vehicles. You get 2 builders, you get the miner, and you get the fighter. You can choose which one you want to select using space. The first thing we need to do is to build a base, because you need a base in order to mine for resources. So we take a builder, we press enter, we go to build base, and that's it. It will take 1 turn for the building to finish. Now we select the miner. When I started building the base, then the builders automatically mined the resource in that square. You cannot get that for free. So there's nothing left in this square to mine, so I move the miner away. And I take the fighter and move it away as well. I want to get the fighter as close as possible to the enemy so that I kind of lay down my territory. Now notice on the bottom of the screen I was very unlucky in this playthrough. I already am getting a solar flare. Now I won't jump ahead of myself and talk too much about what this is yet. You will see. Okay, the AI starts building base as well. So I take my fighter and move it closer. Units can only move orthogonally. We cannot move diagonally, so it will take a bit of time to get there. Let's take the miner and mine. We got 1 diamond, so now we have 8 diamonds. Okay, so we take these 2 builders and move them away because we can only build 1 building per square. By the way, you can see this. If you press H, you get the help screen that explains the rules kind of for each vehicle and building. Okay, and now that I pressed H, in the bottom you can see solar flare in 2 turns. Buildings won't have power. That's basically what a solar flare is. We will have only vehicles operating. Okay. Now the next thing we need to do is to think about what we're going to build next. In order to win in this game, you need to destroy the enemy base. For that we need an army. So one of my goals is to build a military factory and or a turret. A turret will be very useful to defend against the incoming army. In order to build anything, we need to have a power plant. So the power plant will provide power only to its neighboring squares. So if you build a power plant where I am right now, only these 5 squares will have power. So there will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to increase the number of buildings that I will have power, so I move my builders here. Well, let's finish the turn first. The solar flare started. We don't really have any buildings right now. The base doesn't really need power, so the solar flare did nothing. Let's take our builders and move them to the middle so that we have these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 squares that have power. Okay, now let's take the fighter and move it closer. Notice that the AI kept the fighter at the base while it moved the builders closer. Since this is quite a small field, it's 6 by 6, I might be able to get close to the builders and take one down. The AI is quite poor at defending the builders right now. Okay, so we take the miner and move it and finish our turn. Okay, AI starts building a power plant there. Alright, and then we build a power plant here, and since the AI now moved the fighter next to its builders, we cannot really attack it anymore. So let's keep it where it is, because if I move it here, then the AI may decide to move down, and now my fighter is too far to get anywhere. Okay, let's take the miner, mine it, and finish. And the solar flare ended as well. Okay, now we have a bit of a complicated situation here because the grid is so small and the AI plays so close. The AI is going to build the factory here probably. It's going to be very close to us. So let's take our builders, move here and build a turret there. Also move our miner away. I will move back with the fighter in case I need to defend that square. Okay, it's building a factory. Brought the fighter down. So I have to keep the fighter here in case it wants to come from my power plant. Okay, I will build a turret here. This will give me an advantage as I can start hitting the builders. The turret will be able to hit anything within 1 square, just like the power plant provided power. So these circles, this circle kind of will be defended. Let's mine here. One thing to keep in mind is that the turret will take only one turn to build right now, because I have 2 builders in that square. If I were to move one builder away, then the building would take 2 turns to complete. And that can be quite important to keep in mind. There's nothing else we can do, so we finish the turn. Okay, so the AI factory is complete, and it built is building a demolisher. It also is going to build a turret there. Okay, so what we do now is that we have the turret ready, and we hit one of the builders. Attack successful. Now it only has 1 builder, so building the turret there will take 2 turns, which will give me 1 more turn to attack the builder. So we should be fine. Now I need a military factory. I can have to place it somewhere close to the power plant. I would ideally like to place the factory here, but this is where the AI is, and anything else is too far to reach, so I would go left to this corner. And I take the miner and go there. Okay, the AI started building the turret. It also came in to the power plant with its fighter, so okay, first thing I do is to take the turret and see if we can take down the builder. Okay, now the turret won't happen. The AI is too dumb to build a new builder. Well, actually it doesn't even have a civilian factory, so it cannot make any more builders. This means I pretty much have won the game already. This is how 6x6 games often go with the current AI. Let's play through the end. So we have the enemy fighter here. I will attack it. It failed. Okay, not a big deal. I will build a military factory here. And I will build a miner here. That's it. Okay, the enemy fighter attacked me and failed. It also brought in a demolisher here. I would like to rather get rid of the... Okay, let's take down the fighter. Attack failed, okay. And there's a solar flare incoming, so that means we will lose the turret. Okay, we took down the demolisher. Maybe I haven't won the game yet. So, I have a military factory here. Let's make a fighter to defend ourselves. I also would like to get solar flare protection on this power plant and perhaps the factory or the turret. Maybe not the turret, because the fighters will go out of range soon. So I will take 1 builder. I will add anti-flare protection on this military factory. The other builder I would like to get to where the power plant is. The problem is that there is an enemy fighter there. So let's see what happens. I take my miner and move there, and that's it. Okay, the fighter took down... Well, I don't really remember what that in there. Attack successful. Something happened there. I forgot. Okay, let's mine. We have this fighter, let's move it down. I guess it took down one of my fighters. Yeah, there's 2 enemy fighters now, so it took down one of my fighters. Solar flare in 1 turn. So I won't be able to put in protection to the power plant, so we will lose power during the flare. That's a shame. Okay, should I take down the fighter or should I take down the demolisher? I think the demolisher is more dangerous. Let's take down the demolisher. Guess I will move the builder so that it's ready to repair any buildings, and I can still... Well, no, I cannot really make any fighters. I'll start it anyway. Yeah, I'm in a bit of a problem here. So there's a solar flare. All the buildings went down. Okay, the fighters went there, so I move my fighter here. I move the builder here. I still want that anti-flare protection. I need more money though. Okay, so let's move the miner. And I need to build a civilian factory so that I can have more miners, otherwise I will have no money to do anything. Okay, let's finish. So it came in, AI came in with a fighter. Let's try to defend ourselves. We were successful. Okay, we go here and build a civilian factory. We also take this fighter and move it down. And we try to make one more fighter. And let's mine here before the AI has a chance to mine here. We get a crystal. If we get 2 diamonds, then we can afford to build a smelter. And we can convert those crystals into diamonds. Okay, let's take this turret and attack the enemy demolisher here. Okay, let's finish. There's this enemy tank here. I would like to get rid of it, but I'm not going to move first into that square, because whoever is in a square when I move in has an advantage, because they will have the chance to attack me first. So I'm not going to go in there unless I have a bigger number of fighters. So let's move the fighter here, and here we want to build. Okay, I'm not going to build a civilian factory because I will then run out of money. I would rather wait to build a smelter. I just need 1 more diamond. We also take this tank, move it down, take the turret and attack the demolisher. And that's all we can do for now. So it's coming in with more tanks. Let's move 1 more tank in. We don't have a diamond yet, let's mine. Okay, we have 2 diamonds now. We can build a smelter. Let's build a smelter here. Let's take down this tank. It failed. Okay, that's a shame. And that's all we can do. Solar flare in 4 turns, so we still didn't add anti-flare protection at the power plant. And there's now an enemy tank there. I will try to take out this tank. Okay. Maybe I can now move my vehicle there and add anti-flare protection. My smelter will also run out of power. I will take several turns to mine, so I'm in a bit of a having a bit of a struggle here. I'm out of money as well. Okay, let's see what happens. Smelted 2 diamonds. I'm going to add the flare protection to the power plant, so it won't go offline. I have 3 tanks here. I'm just going to wait here. There's no need to move in and take out the tank. I'm just going to wait. I don't have any more money. I can still attack this demolisher though. Attack failed. Nice. Oh yeah, I didn't mine yet, so now I have 1 diamond. But yeah, that's it. Solar flare. So the demolisher tried to attack my builder, I guess. Why would it do that instead of attacking the power plant? Interesting. Okay, let's move the miner. Let's move this builder so it won't get hit, and that's all I can do. Okay, the demolishers went in. There's quite a big of an army coming in. Let's mine. Nothing. Okay, I had 3 diamonds now, so I can attack that fighter. Failed, of course. I really need a civilian factory, but I need to get there to build it, so I don't really have a space. Let's make a fighter. Okay, the enemy still, the AI still has a chance at beating me. I'm going to keep this builder next to the smelter in case I need to add anti-flare protection, but otherwise let's move the other one. There's quite a big an army now assembling. Okay, let's take down this demolisher. I guess I will try to get this builder into this corner so that I can actually build a civilian factory and I can make more miners and get more money that way. Yeah, I'm not liking where this is going right now. There's the builder. Yeah, let's just wait like this. Well, I could make a fighter. I need to make a fighter, I think. Alright. Let's take this turret, attack this fighter there. Let's move the miner here. Sorry, I mean the builder. Let's take the fighter, move it there, and this fighter goes there. So there's quite a standoff here now, kind of a Mexican standoff. Also, we should mine. We have enough money to make a civilian factory now. I want to take this builder there, but there's this demolisher in the way. And no, there isn't a demolisher since I attacked it with the turret. So we take the builder there. And we take this fighter to the base so that the enemy is too afraid to enter. This builder is safe here, since even if the fighter comes down, I will still have a chance to move away. Take the miner, move it down. 2 diamonds. Solar flare in 4 turns. Let's take down this fighter. Let's move the builder down. And what needs the turret doesn't have anti-flare protection. We need to add it there. Let's move the builder to the turret. Let's move the miner down, and I will start building a civilian factory so that maybe I can build a miner. I got 2 diamonds from there, so I can actually make a fighter, or no, I will save it for the turret. Let's use the turret to attack this demolisher. Failed, of course. Okay, let's finish the turn. Solar flare. The good thing is that I have the builder. The flare protection works immediately, and now the turret is now back online after adding flare protection. Okay, let's use the grid to attack. Let's take down this fighter, because this fighter has a chance that like, if this fighter comes down, it will take out my builder, and I still have 1 turn left to finish the factory. So I will rather take out the fighter there. Failed. Okay, that's mine. 1 diamond. I'm gonna save that in order to build a miner, and that's it. Luckily the fighter didn't come to the builder. The factory has no power because there's still that solar flare. Let's attack this fighter there. I desperately need diamonds now. What can I still build? Builder's not really useful right now except for repairing the buildings. Okay, civilian factory is ready. We will make another miner. We'll take this resource. I need 2 to be able to make another fighter. Actually, there's a quick way to win this game, since the AI is really bad at defending its base. There's a loophole I can use. As soon as I get 1 more diamond, I can make a demolisher and just go straight for the base. Since my base seems to be pretty well defended and the AI is too afraid to come in. So let's take our miners, move them to the empty squares, and yeah, that's it. It's mine. We have 3 diamonds. We can make a demolisher now. The only problem is that I think that once I get close to the base, the AI will start withdrawing its fighters to the base, so that's not great. But yeah, I have this thing I can use, the turret. That's pretty much it. Okay, let's take the demolisher and move closer to the base. Use the turret to shoot that demolisher. Let's move the miners. And it's pretty much a waiting game now. Yeah. Well, we can make another demolisher, or let's make a fighter to defend the demolisher. Move the demolisher closer to the base. Move the fighter. Okay, the AI ran out of money. That's good. We may still win. I got a crystal. I'm going to... 2 crystals. Okay, I'm going to win because I'm going to get so much money from those crystals. I need to take down this turret so I can build something there. Okay, let's make a fighter. I cannot make it. Cannot make one yet. Let's take our demolisher, move it closer. Take the fighter, move it closer to the base. The turret is pretty much useless now. Okay, there's the enemy miner. Just for fun, we can take it down. I know, let's take down this turret so I can build something there. Yeah. Let's move the miners, that's it. Okay, yeah, now the enemy is starting to move towards the base because it's feeling threatened by this demolisher here. so we have to act fast. So I can use my turret to start taking it down. Let's take the fighter down, and since we now have money, we can make another fighter, and we can go and mine. And we should also move our army to follow the enemy. We go there. That's it for now. It's coming closer. There's a solar flare coming. I hope they don't attack this turret. Let's take the miner away to safety. Let's keep this one here. Let's follow them since they're now retreating. We mine this square, another crystal. It looks like I'm getting all the crystals on this in this game. Okay, the demolisher reached the base, so we start attacking. We still have a few turns until the army shows up. Let's take the fighter there as well. Let's move this fighter closer. And we can make another fighter. That's it. Let's go and try to mine that last grid. That last square, I mean. We take the demolisher and attack the base. Failed. Attack with the fighter. Failed. The fighter has smaller chances of succeeding against the building than the demolisher does. Take this fighter. We take this fighter. We take the turret and attack the fighter. Failed. Okay. And now we just follow them. Just go where they're going. Go with the flow. Make a fighter. And that's it. Solar flare. So now it's really close, the army. Attack failed. Okay. Now my strategy didn't work. This army will arrive and will take me out. I'm gonna have to try something different. I'm gonna have to build a turret next to the base. That's a good strategy that the AI has difficulty protecting against. So I need my builders. They are now important again. Also, I will take my miner and try to mine this last square. The builders are now part of this plot to overthrow the enemy government. We want to build a power plant and a turret so we can just keep hitting the base without having any land-based army in there. But while we still can, let's take out this fighter. Failed. Okay, what to do? Alright, it came in now. Since these guys are not going to be very useful to me anyway, let's just take a risk and see if we can win. Failed. Last chance to win. There we go. Didn't even need to go with the power plant and turret. I won against the AI. So this is the basics of how you play Planetfall. The AI is quite dumb. If you play local co-op with, well, not co-op, but if you play local multiplayer against a friend, the game will be much more exciting until I actually improve the AI to be difficult. Thanks for watching, and subscribe to my channel to get more updates about the game. Bye.